Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be continuing playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This game's intense, reading warnings. We're just going to continue here with this decision. Do you have a preference, Major Pilot? So this is like about who I will work with this weekend. So, I already picked Monica last, like, it let me pick her like before, but they said they wanted someone else for me to pick and stuff. So I think I decided on doing Sayori because she's like not here right now, and I feel like I should mention her or like help her in some way because she wasn't very happy or something. I don't know. So that's what I've picked, and I don't know. It says, "Do you have a preference?" So like, could I like just click otherwise? No, I have to make an option. So let's just pick Sayori and see what happens. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Geez, do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? So I've chosen the two options that led to them just wanting me to pick a different option. So if I have to pick or Natsu or Yuri, I think I'm gonna pick Yuri. They're both being a little pushy right now, but I think Yuri is a little less mean. Like, she's kind of nicer. She's kind of weird, but like, I feel like, nicer than Natsuki. So I'm gonna pick Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most helpful helping out Yuri. I probably read that wrong, but me. Are you serious? Why would you, Natsuki? I can already tell you're what you're about to say. You're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Major Pilot. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be all about it. Okay. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way? Me? I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know why Major Pilot picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Okay, they're trying to get along now. That's good, right? Totally. Um, Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Okay? Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, okay, I believe you. Yeah, alright. I hope to see everyone do their best. Okay. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's go out of here then. Let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat behind each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes? Alright then, Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not very not nearly creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Major Pilot. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any reason you may have chosen me. Well, first of all, I chose two other people before you, so I don't flatter yourself too much. But also, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really mind working with either one. It doesn't really matter too much. The only thing that was annoying was the conflict. But I don't know. So, you're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. Or a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. Okay. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Yep. Hopefully that's how it all works out, right? It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I haven't really did I text Sayori or something? Because she wasn't feeling good, so it'd be good to check on her at all. So I haven't really heard from her, right? But I don't know. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been exchanging texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the cub earlier the other day, so as I was saying, yeah, I haven't heard from her, so it's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Okay. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Ah, this is a new setting. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Okay, the house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange to her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Major Pilots. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sarah's room is messy as it always been. I also recognize that some stuffed animals in the wall decorations she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm helping her online. We didn't plan to meet her up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep, there's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Major Pet. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have ever been thinking about me right now. Interesting. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? For me to say hello? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori's shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah, aha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Major Pilot, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You've just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no other choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friendships? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's pretty deep, but I also think it's kind of foolish to think that about yourself. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. Well, sometimes I think to make other people's happy, you must first make yourself okay. And it's okay for others to help you. That's kind of part of what a friendship is, right? So, you know, I don't know. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori's kept this from me her entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It's almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Major Pilot. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Like what I said I don't really do anything in my life anyway. What would be considered important? Like I say I just like earlier it said I just like watch anime all the time, right? And I don't know, I think it's important to like help other people. That's part of a thing that makes people happy, right? I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Wow. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world would just torture me. So she says that she doesn't want other people to care for her, but she wants to care for others. So in theory, if everyone in the world had that like thought process, then no one would really be happy because they wouldn't be able to accept care at all, and then it would just be wasted in the first place. So accepting care is a way to show care to someone else, sort of, maybe, I don't know. um every path leads to nothing but hurt. Aha, you're right that I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Major Pilot, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in the way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her tight embrace. Ah, Major Pilot, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Major Pilots? Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Major Pilot, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want to do is her to know I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Major Pilot. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come over along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Alright. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. Okay. So that was pretty intense. I don't really know what to say about it. I think the idea that, like, to say you're selfish, everyone is selfish in some way. Like, to be yourself, you're focused on helping yourself. That's just natural for humans to do. Like, because you really can't feel anyone else. You don't understand or have that thoughts and stuff. You're just yourself. So whatever you do, you're benefiting yourself in some way. Even if you're helping someone else, you're doing it because you think it's right and the better for the world or yourself in some way. So to say you're selfish is true, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes, but it's often used to say like you don't care for others and you're just caring for yourself and not think about them at all, which is kind of what it means more, but you do kind of are thinking about yourself when you think about others in a way, I guess. It's kind of confusing. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sary's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I just should focus on what's ahead of me. Okay. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. It should be common... Okay. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? I think so. Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. Yep. I'm sure it will be fine. Okay. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Haha, I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Sarah's wrist, which was in process of opening my desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly on her lap, making sure she's keeping track of them. Okay, so, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? Mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Yep. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages throughout her bag. She pulls out a few candles, wooden cylinders-shaped objects, and a wooden... I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Yeah, not really. Like, I tried... So, like, I don't really smell things very much. Like, I have trouble, like, smelling things. Like, I can smell stuff. It's just, I don't, like, it's not easy to smell stuff. So, I tried, like, getting a scent, one of the scent, like, wallflower scent things in here, and it goes, like, I can't smell unless, like, it was just put in. Like, that's when it's the strongest, and then I just can't smell it anymore. So not really. I don't know how it fully works. Like it burns and then emits air or scent. I don't know. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions, helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that it will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. That what I'd like to use it is to write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will that be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them in the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would be also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I have no idea you'd be so good at this stuff, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggles and red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Major Pilot. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright, sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels the long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag, once more pulls out a pocket knife. You cut ribbon with a pocket knife? I mean, I'd just use scissors, right? But I guess depending on the ribbon, you might need something sharper. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Do people do like those spiral things with like ribbon? Like they have like they scissors and they like do that to it or something. I don't know. Where that like all like gets like spinny. Is that the right like the spring? That's okay. The knife's beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Ah, well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of the craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess, but I think it kind of suits you. Swords are cool, yeah. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Is it? It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes, her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. Okay. I take it and turn it around in my hand. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Major Violet, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh, no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives me the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it, noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts her finger to her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head. Her face is burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure. It was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Aha, I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweat aroma of the jasmine, or the sweet aroma, not sweat, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you really ready to move into the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy is a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it will be too diluted. Okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips and bring them back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. Okay. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of the sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'd be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush to add a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. So this kind of reminds me of elementary school. Okay. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it that way. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel. Did I say that twice? Or did I say it internally? Or Yuri smiles gently. I know you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unusual paintbrush. An unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and cheek, or neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out to fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little bit longer. It feels so nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, then send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Okay, the moment it is over as soon as it begins. Oh my gosh, the moment is over as soon as it begins. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that had just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Okay, that should do it. I finish filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the letters now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to be a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment, but that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Alright. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Okay, so I think this is a good place to end the episode. Some things kind of happened, and we're closer to the festival now. I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and like if you want to support me or whatever. And bye.